Hello, my name is Jessica and I'm a digital artist. I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. I started drawing digitally around 2014, and from there I opened up a Facebook page and started posting my digital art ever since. Facebook wasn't my first social media site. I started posting my traditional art through an avatar site called Gaia Online. I still use that site. Then I opened up a DeviantArt account and I was trying to come up with a name for it, and this was back in 2006, so most of the names were already taken. And I was trying to make up a name, and back then I was obsessed with drawing eyeballs, and so I wanted to write down something with the word eye in it. And back then I was like this edgy goth chick, so I wanted to add something with a ghost, and ghost eye didn't cut it. I was trying to find something else, and I found incubus, and I'm like, well, what if I add incubus and eye and just forced them together and Incueye was born. And this is so much better because Incueye is almost rarely taken, and so I was able to sign up on most social media sites under that name. The issue when I first started to make that name, I didn't like the name at all. I hated it. After a while, I was like, I really don't like this name. I wanted to make something else, but at the time, I've already drawn my art and I've already put my name on it, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'll just stick with it. Maybe it'll grow on me. And I'd say after 10 years or so, I liked it. It took me a long time to get used to this name, but it grew on me. I had no choice. I had to accept it. So right now, what I'm drawing is my original character, Jitty. She was originally a chinchilla, but I'm thinking of making her into a mouse. I'm not sure. She doesn't really have much of a background. She is more like my persona, just a representation of myself. She doesn't really have like a background story or any personality to it, except she loves fashion and she's very sassy. And she's short and cute, just like me. Right now, I am drawing just drawing her in a dress. I just grabbed a reference online. I looked up pin-up with dresses, and so I just used an image I got from Google, and I ended up finding her Instagram, and I followed her. So I drew Jitty in a dress. I just did a sketch first. I just got it out of the way, and then I just started sketching her lovely little image. And I usually don't do a second layer of sketching because it's redundant, but at this time I was just in a rush. I was like, I want to draw this and make this first video and just put it up on YouTube right now. Anyways, after my second sketch, I just outlined it carefully. I realized that if I take a little bit more time, I wouldn't have to worry too much about going back and relining. I used to always have a habit of relining, and it will take me a lot longer to finish my drawings. So I try to avoid that by increasing the size of the brush and take advantage of the sensitive pen pressure to make thin to thick lines. I know some artists resize their brush multiple times, even if they do own a pressure pen, and that's fine too. There's no wrong or right way of doing it. Just do what feels right. And by the way, the tablet I'm using is an older model of Wacom CTH680 Intuo's Pen and Touch Medium. It has been discontinued from the official Wacom website, but there are still being sold in office department stores. The last time I visited, which was like a month ago, they're around $200. But if you can find used ones under that price online, you can easily do so. I found one on eBay that was like around 150. I don't know if it's still there. But you can find used tablets online, and hopefully they work just as well. and I'm sure they have better versions of it now, but the tablet I'm using still works. It does have its hiccups, but it could be that my laptop has been around for more than 6 years and it's probably on its last leg right now, but I just don't know it. Anyway, I've been doing commissions for a few years. It's nothing too big. I've mostly been doing freebies left and right because they're just as fun, but it's also a lot less commitment. I do like the extra money, but I do freebies to experiment, and I'm still trying out different ways to color and make my art overall. I'm also learning how to draw different species, armor, or more mechanical stuff if I want a challenge. I hope I get to the point where I'm able to draw everything with confidence, but I'll always use reference. Even great artists use references. No, nothing wrong with that. I usually announce freebies through my social media sites, and it's either like a small raffle or a live stream freebie giveaway. Sometimes I'll just make a post and be like, hey, post your references, and I just pick and choose who I wanted to draw and I just draw them. I never had much of a problem with that. I like doing them. I like doing live streams. I do live stream freebie giveaways. It's fun, but it's a little bit exhausting because sometimes I get a lot of requests, and it's also hard for me to type and draw. I really stink at multitasking. Most people don't anyway. No one can text and drive well, even if they think they can do it, and they don't, and they shouldn't. The next step was coloring. I love filling the colors in. It's like a simple pick and fill. It's like what I used to do when I played those screen games at Enchanted Castle 100 years ago. And I would play those little computer monitors, and it was these coloring books where you just use your finger and you just press the screen and it fills in the color, just like what you do with your smartphones right now. And anyways, I will make more videos discussing around my experiences making commissions and art rambles, personal experiences growing up as an artist. And if possible, I plan on doing a little bit more of the show and tell about my drawing process. And there's a lot of ideas, and I'm pretty excited. I had a lot of fun recording and making this video, aside from the frustration of figuring out how to work that video editing program. It's a total frustration. The more I make this, the easier it gets, and I can't wait to do more. So enjoy the rest of the video. Please like and subscribe if you like, or look into the description and check out my other social media sites to see more of my art. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Later!